This Veterans Day pays tribute to Americans young and old who've risked it all for their country.
For one World War II vet from Marion, memories take him back to his childhood. That is because Don Finley literally was a child when he went to battle at the age of 14. He somehow managed to enlist in the Navy. You're supposed to be 18. News 13's Frank Crocker joins us.
Now, Frank, how could this be possible?
Well, it certainly was a different time. So many civilians answering the call after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Don Finley was one of those, now one of the dwindling number of survivors. And at 83, he just may be the youngest.
Pearl Harbor had been attacked, and I didn't know no better. I thought it was probably a girl.
Don Finley has some standard one-liners he uses when reminiscing about the war. He was a deck gunner on the destroyer escort USS Loy.
That's a 3-inch 50 gun right there, and I was on one side of that.
He was a kid on D-Day, stuck in the thick of it.
It was a terrible day. I wished that I hadn't have been there, really.
Witnessing the worst.
The landing crafts, the tide was in. Somebody miscalculated. And when they let the door down, they were trying to get off of them full packs and all, they was sinking.
His Navy Department papers tell another part of his war story. Enlisted March 3rd, 1943, just out of 8th grade. Don Finley was born in Buncombe County, January 9th, 1929. The math makes him a sailor at just over 14 years old.
A man would have to be 87 years old to be able to be in World War II.
That would make you the youngest.
Well, I'd say I'm pretty close to it.
So why did he do it?
No, I really feel like I done what I had to.
How did he get away with it?
I had to find a lot of stuff here and there and tell a lot of stories, but I finally convinced them and they took me in.
And when he got back home, he was the youngest veteran in town. But then, by no choice of his own, service to his country was not over. A couple years later, there came a draft notice in the mail.
I said, "You must be some mistake here." I said, "I'm a veteran." She said, "There's no mistake." Said, "You're going to be drafted. You're 18, ain't you?" So I went to Asheville that day and joined the Army Air Force. Keep her from drafting me.
Well, avoiding the draft meant staying out of the Army and another trip overseas. Don's brief Air Force career kept him stateside. Mission accomplished.